Dude, your hair is doing something so funky with those headphones. You look like the Cowardly Lion. I need the laughing one.
I like the one that sounds like you. I think it's blue.
That sounds like me.
Yeah.
Maybe like higher pitched.
Yeah.
It's. I think
This feels weird.
I think it's better, but it was like flopping over. You looked like
I had a bouffant.
The fucking bouffant.
Joseph and I had a mini therapy session, and we just hugged, and I'm still hyper fixated on our hug because we don't hug unless he's had a few drinks, and then he'll.
I usually will. I'm more huggy with people when I drink, but this was like
necessary.
It was one of the more intense therapy sessions that we've had.
So much so that we started filming and then we deleted it. We were like, oh.
It got a little bit. But you know what? This is part of the game to some extent. Like
it is.
It is what it is. So then we had to do the Michael Scott. We had to hug it out, bitch. Like tempers were flaring, emotions got fucking high. So we had to.
This is a used tissue.
You need to clarify the used portion of the tissue. It was used on like
multiple
your face.
facets. I literally was like, and then I just started dabbing it everywhere. So, you know, it is what it is. It's a rainy day. It's a Friday. Everyone around me is sick.
Long overdue.
Probably.
Maybe. It's just, but it is. It's rainy and you're going on a trip.
I'm also just emotional right now. I feel like I'm about to get my period, right?
Oh, that makes so much sense.
I'm about to get my period. There's a lot of things going on right now. I leave for a trip soon. Just like stress all around, man. You know, that's just part of the game. That's the name of the game.
You're in that state, and then I'm in the same. I'm not getting my period.
You're not?
I don't think so. Not this week.
No blood?
Not this week, but it's the same kind of thing. Just the weather's shitty. I'm still recovering.
I know.
Like, I'm still not 100%. I'm better, but not 100%. And, you know, it's raining. We got shit. I got to go film later.
I know. A lot of things going down.
Yeah, it's a lot. But anyway, here we are. We're back.
Joseph met Mark Wahlberg yesterday.
I didn't actually meet him.
But like you like kind of did though.
I was in his.
You were like this close to him. This was like literally how close you are.
I know.
That's kind of fucking cool.
I know. I didn't even get to hear the interview. So Gianna and Mikey V from Kiss 108, they interviewed him, and I didn't get to hear. I filmed it for a hot second. But
yeah.
I didn't get to hear it though.
That's dope.
I got to get the rundown.
Also, just a little FYI, our reels are doing really well. Did you see our most recent one about the lip flip? People are going off right now, which is insane. People are like, I love telling men about Botox, and just what else? What are the other comments? I love talking to men about Botox. They're always like that emoji.
Yeah.
I don't know why this sent me. Fully sent. Haven't laughed that hard in ages. I'm really glad we're bringing entertainment to the world.
That was I think the last. What was the other one that we just sent? We just posted. The lip flip was, but then there was another one. I forget.
About how I'm disgustingly nice to you.
Oh yeah. But I think that those two reels specifically show the
dynamic of us.
dynamic, like the yin and the yang kind of.
And also
thing.
That light looks great.
Beautiful.
It looks great.
Well, I sent you a screenshot from the episode we just did, and I was like, it finally looked. This one was off a little bit, which nobody will pick up on.
I didn't even notice.
But it finally looked
good.
Like how, I don't know, it just looked. That one was the best looking one that we've done.
It looks great.
So hopefully we keep that going.
So talking about entertaining stuff, I think we talked about it in the last episode.
Is that macaroni and cheese?
No, I think it's they're like little balls. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But talking about unpopular opinions, because I feel like there's some unpopular opinions that.
Don't worry.
Okay, I'm like I don't know.
No, don't worry. I'm just double checking.
I feel like there's unpopular opinions that you potentially have. Of the two of us, I think that you have more unpopular opinions. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I would 100% agree.
I would agree, right? Okay. So I figured I found 101 unpopular opinions, the ultimate must-see list by Medium.com. And I figured we'd go down the line. Okay. And see if we agree or disagree, and we can talk and debate.
Did you say the first one already?
No, I didn't.
Okay. I'm saying, like, you, was that the number one? The one that you read before?
No, that was actually number 4.
Okay, all right.
I
You can read it, and then if you choose to answer or not answer, I will.
So to preface this, I read one of them off because I was like, I feel like this is like inappropriate to say, and he's like, well, no, not really. I think it's funny, and he's like, I'll answer it if you like, if you don't want to.
You need to, you need to read that one because I think it's funny.
Should we start off with that one?
Yeah, start off with that one.
We're really starting off with a bang. Okay. White people's weddings are uniformly dull and monotonous in all facets.
But here's you know what? Here's the problem.
I did just go to an Indian wedding, which is like insane compared to like any typical wedding that I've ever gone to.
So if you've been to an Indian wedding, then, and I haven't, but I also understand, like, then I would say you'd probably agree with it. But then again, like, I mean, I've gone to some, I guess, that were like, but like we just went to one that wasn't like, that was fun. Yeah, that was a good one.
We got a little cartoon caricature.
Right. So I think that's funny, although
it's number 4 on the list, which is, I think, crazy. Because I think that's like a very out there statement compared to what the number 1 is.
If you've been to, I would say that if you've been to at least one Indian wedding, you'd probably agree with that.
They are insane. I will say that. Like, they're absolutely insane. But, like, all my friends are white. And, like, we had some really cool ones. Like, my friend got married in Heather. Shout out Heather.
Shout out Heather.
Got married in Hawaii. Like, it was so sick. And it was just, like, our little friend group. And it was beautiful. And
there you go.
Probably tissue.
There's remnants.
Like remnants, because I literally took another one and I was like dabbing my face with water. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like I can't answer that. But what's your answer? Can you say a yes or no? Can we like? You can say yes or no, and then you have to give your explanation for it.
I will say no. I don't agree with that. Okay. It is funny, and I will say that some people's playlist tends to be too much of the genre that they like the most on the music. You need to understand that, like,
there's a crowd.
This ain't all for it is for you.
It is for you.
You also need to like play to the audience. But that's why you have to have an eclectic taste of music, so then you're always satisfied.
You have to have the Macarena, otherwise Joseph will be pissed.
Or right? Hawthorne Heights. You know what I mean? Imagine if somebody busted out Ohio's for Lovers. You would. You have to.
100% will. 100%. I want mine to be a mini Warped Tour, but then too many people wouldn't know what's going on, so I have to include like
a Warped Tour in Tour in Italy because you're doing a destination, so it's like 5 people are going to show up.
Okay, another one. Ready? Beyoncé is overrated.
Agreed.
I think she's an icon. I am not the biggest, like, hugest like fan.
Right. Do you think that because of the Beehive and the Beyonce, like, do you believe that?
But see, I'm a Taylor lover, so like.
But okay, but the question, like, do you think with all the hype and everything that Beyonce has, do you think she's overrated? And I would say yes.
I say no because I see her as an icon for so many, especially like women of color. Like, she is a powerhouse, and like her daughter is currently in her show, like dancing, and I think it's really cool. Like, I think she symbolizes like strong, powerful women, even though it's just not my taste.
Fair. I'm looking at it more from like the music perspective. I mean, Destiny's Child had some good songs. Like, she's got one that but also like I'm not in her
music taste.
Like I'm not in her audience. Yeah. She does have a couple songs that I like, but overall, I agree with that.
That was number 1.
I like that one actually.
Number 5. I'm going to skip around a little bit because number 2 just doesn't make sense to me. Do you know who David Attenborough is?
No.
Okay, cool. So glad I don't either. Okay. Well, there's some really interesting ones in here. Okay. People drink gin or tequila because it's trendy.
Ooh.
You like gin, though?
Yes, but I also don't know a bunch of people that, like, I don't really know a lot of people that are, like, gin people. Like, I know a few that would.
I used to love a gin and tonic.
But I think the tequila and the margarita crowd, that's the portion that I would totally agree with. Yes, I think it's like, oh, it's margs and tequila. I just like tequila.
I guess I'm
Casamigos.
Casamigos is my favorite.
Of course, no, bro. You fit in with that whole thing. Yes, 100%. I agree. And not so much on the gin, maybe, but the tequila, 100%.
7 is controversial. Like, can you read 7 real quick? Don't read it out loud. Don't read it out loud. But like we can't talk about.
Wait, hold on.
We can't talk about that. But like,
no, yeah, let's skip that one.
Okay. Number 8. No,
I know because I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Nah,
Number 8. Star Wars isn't very good.
I mean that I'm completely biased. I agree with that. Yeah,
I
don't like
I
fantasy
knew you were
movies.
gonna say that.
But you like fantasy movies. What do you think?
I like Star Wars. I grew up. There's also a sense of nostalgia with me because I grew up watching it with my dad. Okay. So there's like a sense of nostalgia.
You'd have to ask somebody that enjoys
like,
those movies because I feel like people would say yay or nay. But like me, I don't like any of them. So
number 10, marriage no longer works.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I disagree. I believe in like love and marriage, but see,
love is different than marriage.
Different upbringings. So
love and marriage.
I'm a product of 2 people who are still married. So like my perception of it is going to be a little different, right? Like my perception is going to be a little more like optimistic that marriage is still a successful thing.
Yeah, I mean,
some other people might not agree.
I would also say with like the divorce rates nowadays, and just the way society is, I feel like people don't grind it out with that person. Maybe like our grandparents or some of our parents. Like, I mean, mine definitely not. So I would agree with that actually.
Chinese food is horrible. Disagree. That was my mom's craving, like pregnancy food. So I grew up like loving Chinese food.
All right, but here's the thing, because I'm like niched to like certain like what is in that realm? Because,
Chinese food.
Yeah, no, but like what though? Like I don't eat
lo mein, fried rice, general chicken, orange chicken, teriyaki chicken.
How did they word that?
Chinese food is horrible.
I wouldn't say it's horrible, but overrated. I would say.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I'm
Have you ever gone to Hometown on Thayer Street? It's really good.
Hometown?
Yeah, it's right at
Hometown. Or is it China on Thayer?
Yeah, sorry.
No, because again, like if I want like food,
you just go to East Side Pockets for your chicken Caesar.
Oh my god, I love East Side Pockets. Or I'd have like I'd go Italian or Mexican or but I like sushi, but that's I don't think that fits into that.
Sushi's
realm.
Japanese.
Yeah, so it doesn't really fit into that realm.
So,
but I like Asian food, but not. I'd go Korean over Chinese.
I do like Korean.
So Chinese might be like.
Why is this one perfect? Ready? When people call themselves an influencer, but their way of influencing is posting a few meaningless words a few times a week to inspire. We all know where you stand on that.
I'm sorry. I'm like, this is like painful for them. Can you just read it again? Because I want to hear how it was worded.
When people call themselves an influencer, but their way of influencing is posting a few meaningless words a few times a week to inspire.
Yes, because that goes into a line.
That was one of our episodes.
Yeah, but yes, but I also mean it in the like that's the motivational like. Oh, you can do anything, and you're like, if you're a fucking nobody. So yeah, no, especially if you're gonna call yourself an influencer. We came up with something else though. It was like the old school thing. a brand ambassador.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
is to me is better. You're getting the sponsorship, but you're not like don't put yourself into a virus.
He went out the other day, and in front of Mark Wahlberg and all them other people's, he wore his influenza shirt.
It was not
He FaceTimed me, and I was like, "You wore that out?" And he's like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I'm like,
because the room was dark, so I didn't think.
I'm
and
like,
I was
you're
home.
wearing it right now.
I mean, that was just like a happy accident. I didn't mean to do that.
Let's see. Mashed potatoes are disgusting.
Disagree.
I don't know. Oh, pineapple on pizza is good. Unpopular opinion.
Is it edible? Yes. Would I go out of my way to put pineapple on pizza? No.
I think it's really good. The Office US is far better and funnier than the UK version. Did you ever watch the UK version?
Yeah, but it's also yes, I will agree with that, but it's not a fair comparison because they did like 9 seasons, so there was way more shit to be funny.
Fair. Let's see. Oh, I don't know what would be unpopular opinion about this, but people who connect with you and then message you a few times a week just to say hi or how are you. What would be unpopular about that?
Does that happen?
Do you not get texts from people being like, hi, how's it going?
No.
I feel like I am.
No.
I mean, no, I guess I don't.
And if I did,
I FaceTime you.
yeah,
like,
but
hey,
what do you mean? Like people connect with you? Like
that's what it says. It literally says that.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know
about that one. All
Uh,
right, picking your nose isn't that gross.
it's pretty gross. I mean, here's the thing. Like, if it wasn't that gross, would you do it in front of people?
True.
So
True. Let's see.
imagine if a bunch of people just didn't think it was gross, or like, and just started just.
Picking
So
their
what's going on?
nose.
Just fucking digging.
Unpopular opinion. People who deliver food definitely judge their regulars. You think so?
Oh yeah.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah.
So you think if a pizza guy made a few pit stops to the same house, like
Yes.
a couple times a week,
Yes, sir.
he's judging them?
Yes, sir. I used to work at a parts store. I judged the regulars.
You did?
100%.
It's parts, though.
Whatever. Yeah,
What
but
were you judging them on?
you know, their appearance, their verbiage.
That's so mean.
No, it just happens. Everybody does it. It's not that it didn't change my niceness unless you piss me off.
Awful.
Listen, I'm not gonna go in. You want me to go into that story? That's a
No.
whole. That's like a 10-minute thing that we're gonna do in another episode.
Wearing socks to bed, isn't that weird?
I disagree. That's weird.
No, I wore socks to bed last night. My feet were cold.
I mean, I guess. I mean, if you're like ridiculously cold, I guess it's not that weird. But like every night, no.
I used to wear it every night. It made my feet nice and soft because I would put Vaseline and then I would like put on my socks.
Oh, dude,
And I would
what?
have
You
soft
had like
feet.
it's like soggy sock, like wet
No,
socks.
they're not wet, but you just like
No, dude, that's a fucking no for me.
This one's like perfect for you. Unpopular opinions. Wedding showers, bachelorette parties, and baby showers. You only really need one. Like you don't need, aka you don't need all those parties.
What are they again? Sorry.
Wedding shower, aka like maybe a bridal shower.
Okay.
Bachelorette party, and then a baby shower. Like girls shouldn't have like all of these.
Well, the baby shower is separate from a wedding. Number one. Number two, baby showers are supposed to be for the first child, but this is what people do.
Every child.
They do it for every fucking kid. Do you ever see that episode of Schitt's Creek when they called it like a sprinkle? And David was like, what the fuck is that? That was me all day. But I would say like A bridal shower and like, what is the difference between a bridal shower and a bachelorette party?
Bridal shower is people get you gifts. Bachelorette, you go out with your friends to like.
What gifts for what though?
It depends. Like sometimes it's like things for the house. Like I got Margaret like a knife set that she asked for that her and Brendan now like usually it's like things for the house, or people will say money only so that they can pay for the wedding, or
wait,
and then they get money again. Yes.
Oh no that no, then you could scrap that because the thing is when people are giving gifts, especially family's going to get you stuff for like, you know, the house or something like that. A lot of people are going to give you money, but that's what that's for. A bridal shower to just
gifts for the house or
double
like
gifts.
Money.
The gift is the wedding is where you get your gifts.
Yeah. No.
I agree with that. That's whack. That's so fucking whack. It's double dipping.
Ooh, we might disagree on this one. Math is one of the most enjoyable subjects in school. I agree. I loved math. Algebra. Everything else can suck, but algebra.
I mean,
I loved algebra.
I was probably better in math than some of my other subjects.
Really?
So yeah.
Really? I feel like you
my
would have
business
like
classes were like, but that's accounting and shit. Like if I paid attention, like remember I said I don't think I was stupid, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Hot tubs are better than fire pits. Tough.
I was just saying the other day, I want a hot tub so bad.
Really? They have them on Amazon. My coworker got one of the like blow up ones that she says are actually really nice, and they're like $200, and she's had it now for like 5 years since
really?
COVID. Yeah, a year before COVID, so 4 years.
I just had this conversation, and I would love to, but I also do like the simplicity of sitting by a fire and just like bullshitting with people during the summer and shit. Yeah, so that's tough.
Which one? There can only be one.
Fire pits are more practical.
I'm gonna say hot tub. It's just so relaxing. I'd rather have a hot tub.
You're right, but I can get more enjoyment out of the fire pit because I don't have a hot tub.
True.
It's tough.
Swimming at a lake is better than swimming at a beach.
No.
Disagree.
Yeah, no.
Disagree.
There's so much shit in all the shit in the water, in the ocean.
Sleeping naked tops even the most comfortable pajamas.
Are you ready for a TMI or should I not?
I know you.
I sleep completely naked.
I know you do.
So I would never wear pajamas ever.
I only wear pajamas. Like I kind of want to be like in a onesie if I can. Like,
oh my God. That's a girl thing. That's like, that's
head
such a
to
fucking
toe.
girl thing.
Like I just want like a little flap so I can just like do it and then like sit and go pee and then that's it.
Like
I have
like a butt flap?
Yeah, I have one from Victoria's Secret. It has a little butt flap so I can sit and go pee and then I flap every back up.
That's fucking awful.
All right. Football, not baseball, is truly America's sport.
Agreed.
I agree with that. Yeah. I think it's like the one time where the country's like completely unified but divided all at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing bigger than like the Super Bowl.
True. It's a waste of money to go to concerts. Disagree. That's a hard fucking disagree. Unless you're paying, premium prices for certain artists. But no, concerts are. I think everybody needs to do. They should probably do more concerts that are affordable. I agree. A hug from mom is better than a kiss from dad.
I mean, I don't get either of those.
I was like, he's gonna say that.
I mean, that's kind of like a specific question. Me and my dad don't. No.
What? This isn't. We talked about that.
What we did? Daddy mouth kisses. Did we talk about this?
Yeah, like when you're a baby and like kissing the baby on the lip, like.
Oh yeah, that's a fucking no.
Kiss?
No. This isn't the Tom Brady household. So yeah, I guess like I hug my mother. I don't kiss my father. Is that weird? What do you agree with that?
I kiss my dad on like the cheek.
It's because you're his daughter.
Yeah.
Boys don't. Well. Most boys don't do that.
But I never really got affection from my dad, so I feel like a hug from my mom is better. Like I never really got like physical affection.
Dude, that's a whole separate therapy.
Daddy issues, no.
Parent issues across the board.
Shannon started her like mommy issues part with her mom.
I saw a couple of those reels.
They're actually
funny.
really cute.
Yeah, they're funny.
They talked about their most recent one is where they talked about how nostalgia used to be seen as like a bad thing.
Yeah.
It was actually something that was like awful for you. And then they did some more research and they learned that like nostalgia is actually like really great for you because it helps you reflect on like the good times essentially.
Yeah.
I find it very interesting. Anyways, let's see. People pay too much attention to other people's businesses.
Agree.
I agree.
But it's also people share too much on the internet, so some people like that in a weird way.
Using fake plants is an acceptable way to decorate. Because there's some people who are like, it's a fake plant. Like, get yourself.
I think so, because you could live in a spot where it's not going to get much sunlight, but it still looks good. As long as it doesn't look like fucking cheesy.
My whole house has fake plants, so.
There you go. That's an easy agree.
Buying stylish baby clothes is a waste of money because they just spit and shit in it anyways.
Yes. I mean, you can buy nice looking clothes without them being like fucking like Christian Dior bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would agree with that.
Brunch food isn't that good. Disagree.
What the fuck is in brunch food? What does
like
that mean?
It's a mixture of brunch and lunch. So you have two options. Like you could get a eggs Benedict, but then get a BLT.
I feel like that term. I just don't like that term. Period. It's just because it's such a trendy thing. We're going for brunch.
I love brunch.
Oh, you mean like late breakfast or like
which is
early
like
lunch?
my normal breakfast, to be honest.
Yeah, 1:30 pizza's breakfast.
Let's see. Chocolate ice cream is better than vanilla ice cream.
Who wouldn't agree with that? How is that unpopular?
I don't know. Oh, my dad would my mom doesn't really like chocolate.
Oh my God, Mom.
I know. So she'd rather have vanilla. She'd rather have black raspberry, for being honest. But if we're choosing between the two, yeah.
Okay.
I just had a lot of chocolate ice cream last night. Eating with your hands is gross. Disagree.
I mean, how are you going to eat fucking chicken wings if you're not eating with your hands?
I think they mean like maybe things that you don't normally eat with your hands.
Like what? Like spaghetti? Who's eating spaghetti with their fucking hands?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Freeze frame. I don't know. You know what is gross though?
What?
Like, here's the thing. I have a fucking technique with this. I'm sorry.
No, I just saw
Soapbox.
one that I know is like, you're going to be like, yeah, see, I told you. Anyways,
okay.
Go ahead.
Pause. But like, all right. So when, you know what? Say you're eating chicken wings, right? When you have stuff on your finger, and people, they put their finger in their mouth and they pop it out and they make that like wet. Dude, my God.
I can't even do it because of my mouth holes.
It's so gross. Like, if you do something like that, you have to do it with your teeth. Or you just wipe your fucking hands. But the people like, fucking skeeves me out to no end.
Are you one of the people where like if you get like a large like slice of pizza, you like cut it with a fork and knife and you eat it like that?
Absolutely not. Never.
Yeah, same. Don't worry, we're in the same boat. Thanksgiving food is overrated.
Oh my God, dude, did I write this?
I was like, are you kidding me right now?
100%.
Followed by, I disagree, but followed by all brands of water taste the same.
Disagree.
I agree.
Disagree.
This is the first one where I agree and you disagree.
This is where we need people to comment because, like, we had that conversation. I'm like,
at Honeybird.
There's such a difference between, like Dasani is one that's very obvious.
Like, I don't know. They taste the same. They taste like water. Like, your tap water, I feel like tastes like the Poland Spring bottled water, which also tastes like your Stop and Shop brand water. Like,
no, I think like Nestle tastes different than like Poland Springs and Acadia, and Dasani tastes different than all of them. Aquafina is
you were saying like
one.
Dasani tastes very salty.
It's not salty. It's more like thick. It's like bubbly.
How
like
is
thick.
Water thick?
I don't know. I didn't do it. Maybe because of the salt that's in it.
Comment down below because I don't understand it. I don't understand this like water phenomenon. Real maple syrup tastes absolutely disgusting next to the brand name.
It's true.
real maple syrup tastes so much better than like.
I think it's true.
I don't know what it's called. Pearl Milling Company now, I guess.
Not Jemima, dude. Come on, they fucking took that away. That's such fucking bullshit.
There was a reason why they had done it. Like it was like the name was like indicative of like. I don't know.
I get. But it's also like, you know.
You think that tastes better than real maple syrup, or like it's just like.
Yeah, because it's just. I mean, they made it taste that
like,
way for a
that's
reason.
That's thicker. That shit is thicker. All that corn syrup, yummy.
I could drink it.
Corn syrup and dyes and flavoring.
My God, give me a side of more of it, and a side of blue cheese that I can just eat in a bowl.
Chocolate chip cookies are better than sugar cookies.
Oh, all day. All day. You add chocolate to it? I mean, look at crumble cookies.
I know.
Chocolate always wins.
That is true for you.
We didn't answer that one.
I think chocolate chip cookies are better than sugar cookies. It depends on my mood, but like nothing beats like a wintertime, like a nice, warm, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside chocolate chip cookie. Soda fountain Coke tastes different than the Coke that comes from a can. Yeah. Yeah, it does. But which one do you like better?
I don't drink it.
I know.
Like,
he doesn't drink soda, but do you remember?
Like the fountain versus the like
can.
The can. I don't know because I used to drink. I was a Diet Coke fiend, bad, real bad back in the day. It depends. Like I think the cans are crisper. Like there's more like I don't know.
There's more of a bite to it.
Kinda. There's like more bubbles. What am I thinking of?
Carbonation.
Carbonation bubbles. It's like dippy.
It's dippy eggs. So okay, it never ends well when high school sweethearts stay together. I disagree.
But if they stay, what do you
like,
mean? They stay together.
Like if high school sweethearts like grow up and then they get married or whatever, like it just usually isn't a great marriage.
I think it rarely works out. So maybe yes, because I feel like then you get. I feel like I don't know. Everybody's
Can you
different.
imagine if you were married right now to your high school sweetheart?
No, I didn't have one of those. But like yes, I understand.
To the girl that you liked.
No, it wouldn't. No, it just like in general. I feel like again, you don't mature totally until you're like 25 at least. So like whatever you date before that is kind of like.
But I do have a friend who is married to her sweetheart, and they're really good for each other. So it's like
sometimes it works.
Yeah, it depends. I feel like. Not every couple should try to have kids.
Agreed.
I agree. Some people are just not fit to be parents. I'm wondering if we're one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't know. It's not in the cards probably, but who knows?
We never know. I don't know. I've been thinking more about it. I think that's also making me emotional.
Oh God. All right.
I know. Let's see. Social media serves no real purpose.
Disagree.
Wow, you disagree with that?
I do. Yeah.
I thought you would have agreed.
I think when it's used for what it should be used for, yes.
Okay.
But a lot of it is just bullshit. But I think that there's obvious good things for businesses or your own business or whatever. Yes.
That's exactly where I was thinking of it. It's good. PDA isn't that annoying.
Disagree.
I see. There's like a fine line for me. Like I don't mind the hand holding. I don't mind the kissing, but I'll never forget this couple in Rentham. Yeah, at the Rentham outlet. It's like tongue down the other one's mouth. Like it was just like it was like a lot. Like I don't want to see your tongue come out while you're like making out. Like that's just like a lot.
No.
I just try to think of like the kids around me. Like that's just a little much.
I just don't. I'm not big on that. Period. It's like just leave that at home. That's what that's for. I go the other way.
Making the bed is a pointless chore.
Oh my God.
Do you like sometimes make your bed?
There's a reason. I know it's so bad because like I hate that it's not always made, but I have the floor problem where it's not. It's on the floor and I have to kick it out and I'm like scratching the floor and it's not great. I got to get my rails up, but yes, it's not pointless at all.
Okay. Um, having a boyfriend shouldn't stop you from looking for a husband. Isn't that the whole intent to marry your boyfriend, right? I feel like that one's a weird one.
Say this wording again.
Having a boyfriend shouldn't stop you from looking for a husband.
I don't like the way that's written.
I don't
it's
like that either.
Oh, just keep your fucking options open.
I think that's what it's inferring.
That's trash. Then break up with the fucking boyfriend then. Yeah, no, that's...
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's garbage. And it's like, how come they didn't spin it the other way?
Yeah, instead of like girlfriend.
Because you know why? A girl wrote that. a girl wrote this whole fucking thing.
I'm going to check the top.
I bet.
Cold weather is better than warm weather.
Disagree.
Like, I love fall weather, but I think I like warm weather better.
You do more in the summer.
Yeah, that's true. Working out outside is better than working out at a gym.
Disagree. Unless you're playing basketball.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I like my gym. I like working out like with other people. I can't work out by myself. I don't really have like the motivation to do it. I need to be like surrounded by others, even if I don't know them.
Really? I couldn't be more opposite.
I know, because you work out by yourself in your basement.
I'm like tucked in the basement as far away as possible.
I know.
And yeah.
So weird.
It's like a therapy session for me.
I'm like, come with me to the gym, Joseph. And he's like, no, I have no shirt on. And I
work out how I feel comfortable.
So naked?
No. It's not like when I'm sleeping. But it's like, yeah, it's a little bit, yeah, no.
Let's see. What's our time at? Maybe fit a few more?
Yeah, we can fit a few more.
A few more? Some of these are like controversial that like I just don't want to do. Mm-hmm. Mayonnaise on French fries is better than ketchup. That's a Canadian thing. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's mayo's with French fries. Or you make a pink sauce and you do ketchup and mayo.
No.
They're not bad. They're pretty good. A lot of these are like very controversial. White collar jobs are just as difficult as blue collar jobs.
White collar jobs are
just as difficult as blue collar jobs.
It can be.
I think so.
It's more of like a mental. I think a lot of that is more of like a mental challenge than, but the
physical
blue collar could be more. Sometimes it's more. It's definitely more physical, but it's a lot of times it is maybe even more mental. Yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's better to get up early than it is to stay up late.
Better to get up early than to stay up late.
I disagree. I think I get like my best productive thoughts out at night. Like I'll be in bed and I'm like, oh my God, that was such a good idea to do for like a video. I don't get those early.
I feel like I'm similar. Like I don't get up very late, but also like I could be productive in the nighttime. Or like sometimes I'll edit till like late. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Money can buy happiness.
Money can buy short-term
happiness,
fulfillment. Maybe in the short term.
Okay.
But not in the long term.
I think celebrities prove the fact that money doesn't buy happiness because a lot of them are so miserable.
It's great. I'd rather have problems and have money, but it's still like, is that the answer? Not necessarily.
Not really. Yeah. I'd rather drive in silence than with music playing.
No.
I disagree, but I don't mind. I don't mind driving in silence sometimes. I get lost in my own thoughts when I do that, though, so it's, like, dangerous.
True.
Hot dogs are better than hamburgers or cheeseburgers.
Yeah, no.
I almost, like, agree.
What?
Like, I love a good, like, Soggy's dog.
Nah, I feel like a burger is just more versatile.
Because you could add more toppings to it?
Yeah, I also don't like toppings on my hot dog. Chomp.
I want chomp.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, too.
What am I going to treat myself with for dinner?
Onion rings are better than French fries. I love onion rings.
I disagree. I disagree.
I want to like find a place that does a half and half. Like, can I just have half of this and half of that?
I like onion rings, but then I feel like, you know, once the batter gets
Too much.
yeah, then it's like, or if it just like falls apart, I'm just eating onions.
I used to love Burger King's onion rings. They were actually phenomenal.
Yeah.
Movie theater popcorn isn't very good. Disagree. I think movie theater popcorn's bomb.
It's good. I usually don't get it, but it's good.
I know, I haven't gotten it. I want to go see Saw. Anyways.
What are you doing next Wednesday? Wait, you didn't see it yet? Oh, you're trying to go this weekend.
I really just, I want to see it so badly. The fact that I didn't go yesterday is like fucking eating me alive. Anyways, New York City isn't that glamorous.
Agree. We just talked about this.
I know, it's a little dirty.
I didn't want to spoil it. That's one of the reels that were made too.
Oh, great. Great. All right.
That was like my favorite one that got made.
Can't wait to see it.
Mm-hmm.
People that read are more intelligent.
No.
I'd like to think that I'm smart. I don't really like to read, but I like
more
to think
intelligent. I mean,
I think a lot of people who do read like think that they're more intelligent than those that don't, though.
That's like people who are vegans. They have to go out of their way to tell you that they're vegans. It's like you read books, that's dope, but like you could also do like what about audiobooks?
True.
You also if you listen to audiobooks, you can't be like, "Oh yeah, I read that." You have to be like, "I listened to that." Cuz you could listen to them. I would listen. I can't.
Oh, I never really thought about that. Like you can't be like, "Oh, I read that book."
I didn't read that. Yeah, you like, "Oh, I listened to that book." You have to say listen because it is different because there's a patience involved with reading. And I don't have that patience or attention
I don't think
span.
anyone's ever told me that. Like they said that they listened to like the audio version, but I think they'll be like, "Oh, I read it." Like I just listened to the audio. But it makes sense because they didn't actually read it.
Yeah, you listen to it.
Anyway,
which is nothing wrong with that either because look at like podcasts. Like people get a lot of information off of podcasts.
True.
You know?
True. All right, we'll finish with a few more. Wendy's has better chicken nuggets than McDonald's. I agree. I love Wendy's. 4 for $4 is my favorite thing.
Here's my unpopular opinion. Chicken nuggets at any fast food joint is a waste of money.
Really?
They just like sponge.
I think they're bomb.
I think they're trash.
Like a little 4 for $4 with a little bacon cheeseburger.
It's like every time I've gotten a chicken nugget from anywhere, I've always regretted it because I just feel like I wasted. Like I'm eating like sponge things, mini sponges.
A trip in the mountains is better than a trip to the beach.
I don't think so, but I've also never been to the mountains, so I can't say. Because like if I went to a mountain, I might be like, yeah, but probably not though, because it's like camping and shit. I'm not.
I'm not really a camper. No. Not really a camper. Chicken nachos are better than. We're gonna do a power things. These are just yes or no's. Ready?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Chicken nachos are better than beef nachos. False.
Yeah, false.
False. Pumpkin pie isn't good.
True.
Truth.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Dark chocolate is better than milk chocolate. False.
False.
That was like such a weird sound in my head. Waffles and pancakes are basically the same. False. I'm so proud of us. Christmas trees should be real, not fake. False. I'm saying that because I have to get a fake one, I think, for my apartment.
False.
Above ground pools are more fun than in ground pools.
False.
Pug dogs aren't cute.
True.
They look cute, but they're like
nah, man, this shit is ugly.
Sweet potatoes are better than normal potatoes.
True.
False. Oh, really?
Yeah,
I love sweet potatoes, but I like a baked potato like so much more.
Yeah, I like sweet potato.
Lunch is the best meal of the day.
False.
Country music is the best genre.
False.
Glad we're on the same page. Horror movies and thrillers are enjoyable to watch. True. Tomatoes shouldn't be considered a fruit. True.
Yeah, fuck that.
Milk is disgusting. True.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like milk.
Avocados aren't as good as guacamole.
True.
Water tastes better without ice cubes. False.
I will say false because I use the same water I drink to make my ice cubes.
There you go. There you go. Pizza is better cold. False. I like party pizza though. I like the Rhode Island party pizza, but I'm gonna say false.
It's just different. I like them both equally. It's just different.
I thought this was yes or no.
I know. Is it? But
we'll let that one slide.
What was better? Cold pizza is better than hot. I eat both. Honestly, I have no preference.
Christmas without snow isn't Christmas.
False, because Christmas lives in here and in here.
If it rains on the 4th of July, it's not actually worth celebrating.
False.
Yeah, false on that. And we'll end with...
Got a good one.
I know. I'm trying to find a really good one. Getting married solves most of your problems. False.
That's a hard false. Can you see who wrote that article? Yeah. I need to see if there's an author.
Let's see. It's usually at the top, right? Let's see. Oh, maybe it's at the bottom. There's nothing at the top. Oh, a girl named Courtney Jenny.
And there you have it. And that's why
she's from Boston, Massachusetts.
And it was okay for you to date somebody and then look for a husband. But notice that there wasn't another question that said it's okay to have a girlfriend and look for a wife. So anyway, on that note, that is episode 27, dude.
Are we doing? We're not going to do seasons, right? Like people do like seasons. Is that what?
When you do it every week and you're as consistent as us,
we don't got to do seasons.
There is no seasons. It's just what we do.
We're always going to be in season 1 for the rest of our lives.
It's every Monday at I never actually said this, so these go up every Monday at 6 a.m.
Beautiful.
Eastern Standard Time.
Beautiful. I remember one time I caught when it was up earlier.
It was a Sunday. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but usually they're up. And then there's also Spotify and Apple Podcasts and stuff like that that I try to upload at the same time. But anyway, the YouTube are for sure every Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Done. Well, I love that for you.
And I hate that for me.
We didn't, before you sign off real quick, is this your like fall attire?
Yeah, I went football. I just kind of scrambled. I went football.
I went flannel.
Flannel and football.
Flannel.
I do have some flannel. We'll try to get that in the next 2. Actually, wait.
I do have my Dunkin' jacket too. Because
that's true.
Yeah.
It's Ice Spice, pumpkin Ice Spice season, or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Yes, we'll have a special one. I'll do flannel for the next couple, and then we'll have a special Halloween,
as you would say,
episode.
Beautiful.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Okay, bye.